Yeah, for real, this is what I'm gonna put the camera on. Keyboard stand, lighthouse figurine. It's actually a phone, so super low budget. Set it right in here. Yeah, works pretty well. Hey guys, I'm Weston Kenyon. It is February. Why is it so hard to say February? It's February 8th, 2020, and today I just wanted to film because I know I would want to look back on this video and experience some serious nostalgia. I I was just on FL Studio 20.6, and I have Flex up here, the new free VST actually synthesizer plugin from ImageLine. It comes stock with FL Studio 20. And I was just browsing through the libraries. I found some free libraries that I haven't installed yet, and I just downloaded them. And I was looking through the sound libraries. I went into the Essential Pianos sound library, and that is a gem. Like, I was hoping for some good pianos. I didn't find any outstanding acoustic pianos, like no good grand pianos or upright pianos or anything like that. But I did find this one piano that struck me in the soul. And yeah, that sounds really deep, but it's true. It is called Piano Pad, I believe, right here. Yeah, it's called Piano Pad, and it is incredibly beautiful. When I heard it, I had extreme nostalgia. And it sounds exactly like the piano pad that I have on my Yamaha PSR E443, which is down there somewhere in a case. And I've been using that piano pad for a long time because I really like the sound of it. It's good for ambient tracks. This one is very defined and it's good for any kind of track, but very nostalgic. It is the most beautiful piano sound I've ever heard in a VST, and actually the best because I don't have any, I don't have Keyscape, I don't have any expensive VSTs, I just have free uh, FL keys and Flex. So I was so excited when I found that piano pad. It's basically a piano and the pad layered if you didn't get it from the name. But I was so excited when I found that piano pad because it is absolutely beautiful. It is so gorgeous. And I'm going to take you along as I try to cook up something with it, try to come up with something, try to vibe, try to jam out something. And yeah, mainly just taking this video because I know I'm going to want to look back on it. And well, I hope somebody else like you watching this video, you get something out of it, I don't know. Well, anyway, enjoy. I'm going to start a studio session with Flex's free sound library called Essential Pianos with the piano pad. Okay, well, it looks like I won't be using that anymore. Darn it. Alright, let's see. Which one should I use? I mean, there's not a whole lot to choose from. Okay, I'm going to use this to film, to put the phone on. But better not break this one, because this is a really nice one. Alright, we set. Got my ramen noodles. I know, extremely healthy. Okay, now typically I prefer to mix with headphones, to produce with headphones, but for you guys, I plugged in the speakers, extremely poor quality speakers, because, they're just computer monitors. They're not like for mixing or anything, but good enough. And you can hear what I'm doing, so. Yeah, and we're gonna get a lot of clipping, just a heads up, because, rip CPU. Alright, so let's get it. Let's dig in. Back here so they're not in the way. And here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Essential Pianos, piano pad, and this is what it sounds like. It's absolutely beautiful. And I don't have a MIDI keyboard, so please excuse that. It's nice. And I do not whatsoever recommend having food near your computer. Terrible idea, but I'm hungry, so cut me some slack. Alright, so I actually have made a track using this piano, and I'm going to play it for you right now. It's called Crystal City. It's going to be in my upcoming album called Art. It's an ambient track, a very chill, nostalgic ambient track, and I love it personally. It's beautiful. It's one of the best things I've ever made. There's not a whole lot going on because, you know, it's ambient, but alright, here we go. It starts off with some city park foley and this pad. And the pad is also from Flex, stock sound. Although it's not completely noticeable, there is a lot of automation on the pad, different parameters and stuff. With the cutoff and all sorts of other stuff. And then this is where the piano comes in, and it has this nice strum to it. I'm sorry, the clipping on the computers is gonna ruin it, but I'm sorry that clipping just wrecks it, but there's a nice strum to give it a human feel. It's the most realistic piano I've heard in a stock VST. I have the white noise. It's essential in ambient tracks. And then we have a piano arp that comes in. Just to give it some texture. And then we have a synth that comes in. With the slide notes. Sounds so nice. And then we end on this strong piano chord right up here. 11 o'clock a.m. Yeah. Alright, so that is Crystal City from my upcoming album Art. I don't know when it's going to be released, but personally I'm in love with it. It's the first ambient track I've ever made, and it's absolutely beautiful, if I do say so myself. And that piano just brought it to life. That was just what I needed. So, I'm going to start a new track using that piano pad. So, stick around. I'm going to reset, go to an empty template. And actually, let's see how much memory I have left in here. Alright, so I have an empty template up on FL Studio. I'm going to make a piano. Always when I'm using FL Studio, it seems like I can't type piano pad pattern. Drag it into the playlist. Open up the channel rack. Open up Flex. As I eat, because I know it takes quite a while. Alright, go back to that piano pad. All I have is the computer keyboard, so please forgive me. Alright, link that to a mixer track, get up the piano roll, and let's jam and come up with something. This is how I come up. This is how everybody comes up with the best tracks. Like you just, I don't know, do your own thing and you come up with a masterpiece. And I'm mainly recording this video, I already mentioned, because I want to look back on it, and if this track, you know, goes somewhere, if it develops into a really nice track, if it evolves into this iconic track, if something happens with it, which, you know, kind of doubt, but if this track goes somewhere, then I want to be able to look back on this and be nostalgic, and I want other people to look back on it and see how I made it. And that's just really interesting because I just love watching my favorite artists, their old videos of them producing and knowing the song, and hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of other people know the song, and I just love that. So I just want to do that as well. And please forgive me for my OCD, so I might just like randomly scroll and crap. It's really annoying, but yeah, please forgive me for that. It's as much frustrating to me as it is to you. Alright, so I'm going to save a project file. Always save a project file every single time. Because if FL Studio crashes, your project is gone, your song is gone, all your work is gone, your time is gone. So you're going to want to save a project file. And I back up everything to an external hard drive as well, which keeps everything safe. So, since I started with a new computer, this is a new computer I got a while ago. The hard drive has been acting up, but I fixed it myself. And since I started with a new computer, I have everything so organized. And I have specific folders for each thing. So, this track, I'm not sure what I'm going to name it. I was looking for my phone because I have the track list of the names that I want to use on my phone, but can't access them. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. So, yeah. Yepperoonie. Wow, this is such a perfect camera angle. It's like you get so much. You get the entire computer set up, and you get me too. All right, so I was in the process of saving the project file, as you may recall, and the name is going to be. I better be careful with this. I was about to knock it right off the table. The name is going to be The Window. Don't ask why. And actually, I'm going to tell you why. This entire album, art, is based off of the Corning Glass Museum. It's a very special place to me. I grew up going there with my family. We go there like once every year, and it's just a very special, nostalgic place. It has such a nice feeling to me. I love glass. I love art. I just love museums and stuff. It's just such a nice feeling. And this entire album is, you know, based off of, or, you know, in memory, I guess you could say, of the Corning Glass Museum, or the Corning Museum of Glass, it's called, in New York, which is where I live, if you didn't piece that together. So yeah, The Window. This one is named after, there's a specific window. I took pictures of everything in the museum that the tracks are named after, and, you know, I took a picture of a window. So that's what this one's named after. It's a cool window with the cool pattern. But anyway, I usually save my project, like, after every single minute detail that I do, every single knob tweak, every note added, like, every single thing I do, I save the project. Even if I don't do anything, like, I mean, that's just OCD, extreme. I have OCD, but even if I don't do anything, like, I'm not touching it, and then I save it for absolutely no reason. But I mean, it's good. It's a good thing because you'll never lose your project. So because FL Studio always crashes. Takes up a lot of CPU. Anyway, let's get started with the track. The Window. And I'm hugely inspired. Is that even a word? Hugely? I don't know, but I don't care. I'm hugely inspired by Yanni. Yanni is one of my favorite artists. I grew up listening to Yanni. His tracks are just so chill, so nostalgic, so some of them are very upbeat and incredible. He's just an incredible artist, and he's one of my favorite artists, one of my inspirations, and he makes a genre that's called New Age. I'm not into New Age. I'm a Christian. I'm not into New Age and Eastern religion and all that, but it's just the genre. I mean, it's the name of the genre, whether you like it or not. So, yeah, he makes this really chill, ambient, and sometimes really upbeat and complex stuff. Piano stuff as well as orchestral stuff. And he composes it all. He plays the piano and he conducts the orchestra. And I actually saw him live in Rochester a couple of years ago, maybe. I saw him live with my mother in Rochester. I can't remember what the theater was called, but it was awesome. And he performed The Storm, which is one of my favorite ones because you just look up Yanni The Storm. It's really upbeat, this trance type thing that mixes like Vivaldi's winter and spring, I think, compositions, but whatever, yeah. So this is going to be probably my interpretation of Yanni. Now, let me kill the motor and dive in, like actually do something, because I've been talking all this time and I haven't laid a single note down. So let me shut up. In the words of Jonas Aiden, I'm going to shut up now and let's dive in. All right. I'm going to go with D because that's my favorite key. So not that high. See, it just sounds so amazing already. Actually going to start with the pad. Sorry. That, man. All right. Here we go. I'm going to pull up Flex again because that's where I get my pads as well. Awkward moment as I consume ramen noodles. Okay, did I get my pad from here? Yeah, I did. The Obeid Compendium Sound Library, however you say that. Let's just find something. Oh, ow, that has too much high end. I could EQ it out, but I don't want to. Oh, okay, chill. That's too trancy. I want something chill. Oh, no. Come on, we're not making trap here. Oh, ow, what is that? What was that? What? Alright, I'm gonna use this one. It reminds me of the one I used in the other track, actually. I'm gonna pull the BPM way down to 84. I did 84 last time, let's do 88. Okay. Save again, because I say frequently. Last one was based on G, so I'm gonna base this one on D. Lower. There we go. And just drag this note out for like this long. It's gonna extend the entire track. About 3 minutes it should be. Yeah. Alright. I'm actually gonna add more to this. Let's put. This is overrated, the D and G, so I'm gonna do this D and A. Gives a weird contrast. Oh, chill, bro. Dang. Okay, we're gonna automate the parameters throughout the entire thing, unlike what I did the other time. I just did it for the intro where the pad was soloed. Okay, okay, I selected it. I'm gonna automate this, spheres, automate detune, automate drive, whatever spheres is, I have no idea. What is this? Okay, we're not gonna use that. Cutoff is pretty cool too. It does this weird. It's not your everyday cutoff. It's just weird. Alright, but we want weird because this is ambient. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Automate whatever this is. Chill. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing here as well. It's like I don't even need to add bird sound effects. It got me covered. Let's wait a while before we repeat that, because one thing with me is variation. I'm really into variation. Like, in my songs, no chorus is the same. Alright, we're gonna end on this. Whatever this is. Okay. Now let's do the detune. I don't think I'm gonna need that very much, but let's do it right here. Let's see what it sounds like. I mean, it's just those small details. I'm really into details. We're gonna automate the drive. Okay, a little too much though. That's a fair amount. Probably scaring the heck out of my neighbors, but you know, I don't care. Because the guy across from me watches TV at midnight, so it doesn't bother me though. I actually really enjoy it. I like white noise. TV is just such a nice sound to have, mumbling through the walls, all muffled when you're in bed. So I really actually appreciate that he watches TV at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. actually. I don't get why it's 12 a.m. It's just so stupid. The day should start at 1 a.m. But I don't know. Don't worry, I got you covered. I'm gonna edit out all of this nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna pause it to throw these files onto the computer so I can have fresh memory. Let's drag these this length. I usually go for some pretty basic chords. I mean, it's good to keep it simple. I'm gonna try to space this up somehow. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. to make a melody this time and not just chords. So, yeah. I just hate that I can't really hear that well with these computer monitors. I can hear much better with the headphones. But... oh well. I'm doing it for you guys. You got to be able to hear it, so there'll be no point if there's no audio. Okay, that sounds good, but it's the same chord, just with that note moved down. I tend to do that a lot. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I'm just gonna do, yeah, okay, this is the same chord progression I like to do a lot because it really works. It's where you have a chord, the next chord is the same, but you move the top note down. The next chord is the same, but you move the bottom note down. And then the next one is the same, but you move the entire thing down to where the bottom note is. Alright, so it turns out the phone stopped recording for like 10 to 20 minutes, which I'm kind of glad about, because then now I don't have to edit all that, and now you don't have to see all that. And it's just a big burden off my shoulders, but that was kind of annoying. For some reason, my phone sets a specific video duration. Like, I have 4 minutes. I have a lot of memory, but I have a 4-minute time to record for some reason. I don't know why it does that. It's pretty stupid, but oh well. I'm gonna have to take like separate 4-minute videos. Anyway, in that time, I came up with a piano pad melody using the same sound, and I'm not particularly feeling it. I mean, it's pretty basic, it's pretty minimal, but I mean, it is ambient, so we're all about minimal here. It doesn't sound, it's not like the best melody, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. Solo it for you so you can hear it. I really love this part. So smooth. And just in case I didn't catch that part on camera, which I don't think I did, the way that you give this a human feel, this piano a human feel, you click this little tool icon and with the wrench, and then go to strum, and by default the time is going to be like this. I usually keep it like that because it's good time, and then push accept, and then it gives the piano this nice strum human feel to it, humanizes it, and it sounds really nice. And that's what you want. It reminds me of Finding Nemo for some reason. But yeah, I threw this melody in here. I'm not really feeling it. It's not my favorite melody, but it's just to add texture. It's not really anything big. Making a melody is probably the hardest part because it's got to be something memorable. It's got to be something that you feel. It's got to be something you'll remember, but I'm not particularly feeling it in this case, but it's just for texture. However, I will add that I really like this part where the melody just drops off and gives it all to the chords. It sounds really good. I came across that by accident, and I kept it because I really like it. It's really smooth. I feel that. I'm loving that. But anyway, I have the camera closer so I can keep an eye on it, and my time is already up, so I'm going to start a new video. Also, my phone is kind of giving me some problems with the recording. It's limiting my recording to 4 minutes, and I don't know why. It says that the memory's full. I deleted everything. I deleted a Tucker Gott video that I found downloaded on my phone. I don't know why it doesn't have enough memory. It should have like at least 30 minutes. It doesn't for some reason, so I'm not going to bother recording a 4-minute video, throwing it on the computer, deleting it off my phone, recording another one, keep repeating that process. I actually work better when I'm just concentrating on making the music. So I'm gonna stop recording for now, and I'll give you an update when I'm finished with the track, maybe. So yeah, see ya. Alright, so it's approximately about 2 years and 3 months after what you previously saw, which is quite a while. And I never did finish that video. I'm finishing it now. The track is long done. It's long released. I know I said in the video that it was going to be on an upcoming album called Art. I actually renamed that album Glass, as the captions said earlier in the video. That album is long released, and you can listen to it. You can listen to the track, The Window. I know that the mic audio is pretty funky right now. I don't have time to fix it because it's currently 9:18 p.m. and I have to go to work very, very soon. So I don't have time to deal with that. But quick update. This is the track. Regretfully, I didn't record when I came up with this string part here, because this is my favorite part of the entire track. It's the best part. But I didn't actually record that because you saw I gave up with the recording. But this is it right here. The best part of the song. That's like hands down the greatest part of the entire track, and the one part that I didn't record me coming up with. It came out pretty quickly, actually. I recall this. I played it out on the computer keyboard and recorded it. I just pretty much did random notes. Of course, I knew kind of the general idea of what I was doing, but it was pretty random. And I played it on the computer keyboard, not a MIDI keyboard. So I'm surprised it came out that good. Of course, I auto-quantized it and everything, but it's awesome. And I'm trying to be quiet right now because it's night. So since what you last saw, I live in a different state. I live in a different house. I have a different job. I have a new computer setup. I have a new computer. And I have OBS Studio to screen record. Oh, and I have a new mic. So a lot has changed in 2 years and 3 months. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna leave for work. I work at midnight, but I'm gonna leave in maybe 10 minutes because I want to catch some McDonald's before it closes. But yeah, this is the track. I pretty much walk you through the whole beginning part. I don't think I showed this though. Yeah, I didn't show this. I hadn't come up with it in the duration of that video, but there's an ARP right here. I mean, there's like a strumming thing. Shut up, phone. There's a strumming thing, or there's chords being strummed, and then there's an ARP right here. And this is Synpluck Wooden, a stock preset in the Flex VST, which is also a stock FL Studio plugin. Yeah, in contrast. You can see all the crazy automation that I did during the video. There's this pad here, piano chords, and then I showed you this melody. I didn't show you this. It's pretty much just repeating the same melody, but in halftime and with a different preset, which is Still Night in the Arksun Cityscape sound library. It's just, of course, white noise. There's two different white noises, this one and then this one. And then there's horns that play out right here. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the ARP comes back. And then the strings come in. The second time this part plays through, it's the horns layered with a piano and strings. I don't remember putting the horns there, but I remember the piano and the strings. That last chord there reminds me of that Christmas song. Where are you, Christmas? I think that's how it goes. Haven't heard it in a while, but that's what it reminds me of, the intro to that song. Which also, that song reminds me of the music from Fireproof, from the menu of Fireproof, the Kendrick Brothers film, or the Sherwood Baptist film. Ends on a strong piano chord. Oh yeah, and then there's some impacts here. Some impacts to give it some depth. But as I said, this has long been released. It's called The Window, and it's in my album Glass, and you can listen to it right now if you want to. So that is that. That's all. You'll see me in the next one. God bless and peace out.